Right, it's that time of the week again where I get a chance to go for a run. Taking a 2-hour lunch break due to a cancellation. So that gives me plenty of time to go for a run, shower, change, have something to eat and get back out to work. It's a nice day today, blue skies, hopefully you can see that. And yeah, for a while I think I was making excuses with the level of exercise I was taking part in and making excuses around my age. But I've stopped doing that now, and instead I just take each day as it is and being very kind to myself and accounting for any injuries. I'll just do what I can on each given day, and my fitness is going up, endurance is going up, and strength is going up, because I guess training in running, cycling, taekwondo, yoga, each week might change. It's not like I do everything every week, by the way, but what I want to do and what I can do, I will do. So like I always say, there's levels that suit everyone, and if we stop making excuses of why we don't do something, we can do whatever's comfortable, achievable, and get those goals. Today I've got a very uplifting drum and bass playlist, and I like all sorts of genres of music, but drum and bass just hits a bit different. If you know, you know. I can't really describe how it makes me feel, but it makes me want to jump up and down, that's for sure. But apart from that, I need to just make sure I pace myself properly on my run, because if I run off to the beat, I'll be lucky if I make one out of my 5k. But anyway, that's what I'm up to now, so I'm going to catch you in a bit. And we're off. About halfway now. Lovely temperature, lovely blue skies. Trying to run at what they call conversational pace. I've just done a 5k run and my warm down walk, so I probably walked for a few minutes just to get my breath back. I think I've mentioned before, conversational pace running kind of is a contradictory in terms to me. So if someone says exercise at a conversational pace, that's walking. But anyway, what I wanted to say really is that I'm starting to see results now, and it took quite a while and a lot of perseverance to get to this stage. So today I ran 5k in 32 minutes 24 seconds. So that's the fastest 5k I've done since I started running it again. And this is only about maybe 4 or 5 times I've run 5k, and that's only in the last few weeks. So prior to that, what I was doing was run, walk. So I did another video talking about that in a bit more detail, but essentially the most popular one for me was a 1 minute run, 1 minute walk. And the reason for that was because I wanted to get used to doing 5k. And when you've got injuries or had injuries, there's all sorts of knock-on effects on your body. So you might, if like I've had knee injuries on both knees, by the way, but if you imagine one was worse than another at different stages, you end up compensating and putting more weight on one leg, and that can affect your back, your hips, ankles. So when I was trying to run some years ago, I'd get a very tight lower back to the point where it kind of seized up and I had to stop, try and stretch out, walk, run. But once it had happened, it kind of just came back straight away. And then more recently, well, that was annoying. I cut off when I was filming outside. I think I said something or saying something along the lines of more recently, while I've started going back to running, I noticed a tightness in my Achilles. So obviously knee discomfort when I first started going back to running, as well as really tight Achilles. And that's why the run walks were really comfortable. So how, and my breathing was quite laboured because I'm not used to running, and I'm still not great at breathing and running. So yeah, with that in mind, I could run at a decent pace for about a minute, and then while walking it off for a minute, my breath would recover and my Achilles would loosen up. And then other things I've done is I do a stretch before running now, so I will kind of stretch my Achilles. I'll do front leg raising, side leg raising, and kind of loosen off, as well as a stretch after. So that's helped. So I think I was saying basically that, yeah, 32 minutes and 24 seconds is the fastest run I've done since coming back to running. But also highlighting that I was never a particularly fast 5K runner anyway. Even 20 years ago, I think the fastest I did was 25 minutes probably. Well, that's the fastest on record anyway, one of the park runs. So my current goal is to get under 30 minutes, whether that's 29 minutes or 59 seconds. And that won't sound fast to anyone that is a decent runner. And probably people that run 20 minutes quite comfortably for 5K. But yeah, with all the other exercise and things I want to maintain, if I just concentrated on running, that would be one thing. But I just want to be able to run as well as carry on going to the gym, carry on cycling, yoga, and that sort of thing. So, and taekwondo, obviously. So yeah, and the other thing I wanted to highlight today was how I talk to myself. So self-talk. When I say be kind to yourself, how I achieve that is by imagining that I'm not talking to myself, but I'm talking to a loved one or a good friend. So I wouldn't say to a loved one, that was rubbish. So if today I started that run and things weren't very comfortable, I was in a bit of pain, or I just, like my breathing was laboured and I stopped and walked, which has happened, in previous runs, not, in the last few weeks as I've been trying to run the 5K. Some days are better than others, and it could be that, my knee's tight or my back's tight or my ankles are tight, or I didn't eat very well the day before, didn't sleep very well the day before, not very hydrated. So all sorts of things can affect the quality of your exercise. But if I had a bad day, just say, well, that's fine. So if I was talking to you or a good friend of mine, I'd just put my arm around you, go, don't worry about it. Bad day today, you'll have a better day next time. Stick with it, keep at it. Halfway through my run today, I saw someone who I imagine would be somewhere like 15, 20 years older than me, running with an injury, like a sort of limp in their run. So really slow run. It's an old gentleman. And I just thought, good on you. You're still doing it. You're still going for it. Okay, so whatever you can do, be grateful and carry on. Keep doing it. It will only get better. Okay, and that's how you should talk to yourself, as well as how you might encourage a good friend or a loved one. All right, so that's it for now. Have a great day.